Good morning, everybody. I like to start every day with a little walk around the yard, check out on the gardens, how everything's growing, coming along. And literally the first thing I see is, holy crap. 2 of my zucchinis and 2 of my pumpkins have been dug up by something in our cherry orchard. So that's a great way to start the day. It's Saturday today. You guys will be seeing this on Wednesday, so happy belated Memorial Day. Thank you to all the veterans out there who have served our country. Man, this sucks. Look at this. The roots, like, completely removed. There's a little bit of roots attached, but look at all this. Look at all this root growth. Unbelievable. I can almost guarantee you that that was a squirrel. We get a lot of squirrel damage here. I'm a little scared to go look at the apple orchard and see what damage is up there now. Anyways, I'm curious to see what everybody's gardens look like. I'm gonna provide my email address down in the description below. Why don't you guys send me a few pictures of your gardens? I'd like to see what you've got growing, what your setup looks like, and I'll share your pictures in a video, in an upcoming video. How about that? So send your name. If you've got a YouTube channel, link it in your email. I'll give you guys a shout out. Speaking of shout outs, I wanted to thank Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid for their awesome shout out a couple weeks back. Our channel is still pretty young yet. We started it in September, but they have helped us out more than any other channel so far, and helping us get out there a bit more. So thank you, Shelly and Scott, very much for your efforts. Thank you for inviting me into the community that you've created. I truly appreciate it, and I'm honored to be a part of your community now. Look at our peas and beans, they're coming up looking good. I don't see any damage up here, so that is good news. You know, I don't want to have to fence everything in our yard to protect it from critters. Number one, it's very costly, especially right now with the cost of building materials. Number two, I don't know, I don't like the look of having to subdivide my property out with fencing and stuff. I do have French marigolds that I'm gonna plant around our bees and peas here in the apple orchard. French marigolds are really good at deterring pests and possibly mammals like rabbits and squirrels and such. I know they don't particularly care to eat them. In fact, I might be wrong, but marigolds might be poisonous to them to eat. Mammals are smart enough to know, hey, there's something good on the other side of this marigold, I'm just gonna step over it. So, we'll see. But I do have some starts that I'm gonna plant in here and see what they do. Morning, ladies. How we doing today? Hello. Full house in here today. I'll leave you guys alone. I'll come back later. So last fall, my in-laws gave me a bunch of their decorative pumpkins from Halloween, and I had left them on the side of my coop, and I was feeding them to the chickens occasionally. Well, winter ended up coming and they all froze to the ground. This spring I chipped them off the ground and chucked them in the tree line, but there was a lot of seeds left behind, and I have a ton of little pumpkins sprouting next to the chicken coop because of it. I'm gonna let them grow and see what happens. I said it in my second to last video, my last regular upload, how every day I come out by these wildflowers and there's a new type of flower blooming. This is probably one of the coolest things I've done on my property, is just put this wildflower bed in. I'm watching a bunch of native bees, just bumblebees. I can't even believe, I've never seen bumblebees this big before until I bought this property. Literally like bees this big. huge bumblebees floating around, collecting pollen. It's beautiful, it's beneficial for the environment. The honeybees love it, the soil likes it. Good decision planting these flowers here. If you guys are interested in getting a wildflower mix, I'll provide a link in the description below. It's an affiliate link to Eden Brothers, so if you do purchase something through that link, the Green Acre will get a kickback from Eden Brothers. So much appreciated if you are interested in doing that. The honeybees are just waking up. I've noticed for our 4 hives here, usually about 3 p.m. is when they're the most active. This whole apiary is just a highway of bees coming and going at 3 p.m. It almost goes black with bees. It's just crazy how much activity there is here. And we've got one of the 4 hives has really taken off, but there's still 3 other colonies here that are just getting established. Brood should be, last time I was in these hives, there was capped brood, so honestly that capped brood has already probably been hatching and coming out, and we've got youngsters floating around now, which is great. That's what we need to help them start picking up their population, and yeah, there'll be even more bees out here. So when I planted our hazelnut trees, I planted a Theta filbert and a Jefferson filbert hazelnut tree like the day before we left for Florida, and my parents kept an eye on the chickens and everything for the week I was gone, but I neglected to inform them that I planted these trees, so they went a whole week without getting watered, and when I got back they looked really rough. I'm happy to say I'm seeing new growth on them now finally, so I think they're gonna pull through. They're gonna make it, otherwise we'd be back to having no nuts on this property. Let's fix the damage here. Man, that's really a bummer. A lot of root growth cut off of this pumpkin. You know, all those weeks, if not months, of saving seeds from last year's harvest, starting the seeds, taking care of them, hardening them off, getting them transplanted out here, then to have something come along like that and rip it up out of the ground. It's kind of a bummer. It is a bummer. Give it a big drink of water to help its roots. This is rainwater from our rain barrels. We've been getting a lot of rain recently, which is excellent. Alright, good luck. That was the worst of them. These aren't too terrible. Look at all that nice root growth. Still intact, so hopefully, well, most of it's still intact. Hopefully that helps. This is a Black Beauty zucchini, which is an heirloom variety as well, just like our pumpkins. I mentioned in a previous video, I'm trying to switch everything, or as much as possible in our garden, over to heirloom varieties. Over time, it'll be a couple of years, but that's a goal of mine. Actually, it looks like this one got spared. Whatever it was, rabbit or squirrel, dug alongside the plant. I wonder if by digging a hole in this mulch down to the soil level, that aroma like attracted whatever rodent it was to want to dig in these particular spots, because I don't see anything in our regular mulch disturbed. Only our plants and right alongside the plants. They didn't eat the plants. There was some root damage, but that was probably just from them digging. So they weren't going after the plants. Whatever they wanted was in the soil, which kind of makes me think it might have been a squirrel planting, or not planting, but storing away a nut or something to dig up later and eat. I don't know. And the last one. Yeah, judging by the narrowness of that hole too, that kind of looks to me like a squirrel hole. They kind of dig in to a kind of a point, whereas a rabbit digs out more of a burrow, a bigger hole where they can raise their young, which actually over by our grapevines, I haven't checked on it recently to see if there's any young in there, but rabbit did dig a little burrow there. So I'm still gonna put my money on squirrel damage here. Sounds like a chicken just laid an egg. She's bragging about it right now to the other ones. Isn't that funny how when a chicken lays an egg, they have to announce it to the whole world? They do it almost every day, but every time it's like, yeah, I laid an egg. I want everyone to know. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Good boy.
So I got the swings and the trapeze bar up for the kiddos on the swing set project, and now I'm finally gonna get started on the retaining wall. Alright, I made some good progress on the retaining wall. Looks like we're only going to have to go 3 blocks high. Wasn't sure if it was going to be between 3 or 4. I think 3 should do the job well. Because this wall is so short, I don't have to worry about backfilling with gravel or anything behind it. For drainage, it's not going to be an issue with this little wall. You've got a leaf on your forehead.
Still there?
Yeah.
Well, where is it?
I picked up 2 butterfly houses to put back by the Wildflowers. These are by the same company that makes the bee house that I have my leafcutter bees in. Scott and his legendary father Andy Hemken stopped by to check on their hives today.
Glad this one calmed down, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we came out here that one
took the opportunity to crack my hives open as well and see how the ladies are doing. Though they haven't entirely filled out the bottom brood box yet, Andy thinks that with the rising temperatures in the coming week, I will likely need to add a second brood box in the next week or two.
I might come back at some point in the next 2 weeks and harvest this bottom box.
Yeah. That's not brood, is it, on the backside?
That's honey.
That's all honey?
Yeah, there's your queen.
You see her?
Oh yeah.
They've already stored away a fair amount of honey, and there's a lot of capped brood that are starting to hatch. Everything is looking really good, which is exciting to see.
Seriously, Mike, I might harvest these in boxes. Should I throw a third one on here?
So it's been a couple of days since I filmed last. I've spent some time with family, done some other chores that I didn't feel like filming but needed to get done. I made some good headway on this wall though, so I'm feeling really good about that. I'm not quite halfway done, but by next weekend we should have this thing knocked out. So I had something interesting happen to me this morning before work. I was out here filling up the chicken's feed, and it was like 3 minutes before I needed to be at my desk and on the clock. I went into the chicken coop and the door shut behind me and locked me inside the coop. Yesterday I just switched over my latch to a gate style latch, so it's easier to operate on the outside, but yeah, if you shut the door behind you inside the coop, you get stuck in it. Is this a joke? I literally just locked myself in the chicken coop. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to break my way out of here now. What a way to start the morning. So I'm gonna rig up a little chain system that I can send through the hardware cloth. Should I or anyone else find themselves trapped inside the coop again, they'll be able to let themselves out. So I came in here to get audio of a chicken clucking to overlay over me cussing in my Snapchat video, and I've locked myself in the coop again. Sarah, help me.
What do I get?
A back scratch.
Okay. Don't have to say that twice.
How do you like the new latch though?
I do like it.
So reminder to email me some photos of your gardens. Let's make this interesting. Let's turn this into a giveaway. Anybody who submits some photos to me, I will enter into a drawing for... I haven't decided yet. I've got maple syrup, maple sugar I can give away. We've got some Green Acre hats on the way. I'll throw one of those in there. So prizes to be determined, but let's turn this into a giveaway. So let's make the submit by date as June 30th. That's the last Wednesday of this month. So submit your photos by June 30th and you'll be entered in a drawing to win a sick prize. Also, we do have a P.O. box, so if anybody wants to send us anything, a product to review, or... Sarah, what kind of snacks do you like? Dairy free, of course.
I don't know. Wheat thins.
Okay, Sarah loves wheat thins, so original wheat thins. If you want to make her day, send her a box of original wheat thins, that'd be awesome. I'm not picky, I'll eat anything. I love trying new stuff. Oh, jerky. I love jerky.
Hi.
Also, 80% of our viewers are not subscribed to our channel. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please do. It'll greatly help our channel grow.
Come.
What do you want? You want to swing? Okay. Can you say bye to everyone then? Alright. Take care everyone. Catch you on the next video. Yeah. Whoa.